Hi, my name is Pat Golden, and I'm an Elite Series Pro with the Bassmaster Tour, and we're here this week at Smith Mountain Lake fishing one of our tournaments for the 2010 season. And primary here, we're doing we're catching fish sight fishing, and I've got a couple of techniques that I want to share with you for doing that when you find fish that are really hard to catch. Most of the time we fish with traditional type baits that you might be familiar with, like crawl baits or tube baits, or maybe a shaky head or something like that. But a lot of times you can't get these fish to bite these particular baits, and what we'll do is do something a little bit out of the norm and really throw something real big or something real weird at them to get them to fire it up. And I got a couple baits that I'll show you here. One of them is this brim bait, and it's made by Ty Lures, and it basically just mimics a bluegill, and it's got a weight on the front of it and two hooks on the top, so you can actually drag this bait through the bed, and it sits upright on the bottom so you won't hang up. It's a little bit tricky when you're fishing in some real heavy cover, and you might get these hooks hung, but a lot of times you've got a fish that's real negative and you're throwing a lot of baits to it and it just won't do anything. A lot of times a bait like this brim bait will make that fish get fired up, and you can, a lot of times they may just be moving off the bed, and sometimes you'll see their attitude change and they'll start making big circles or get real tight to the bed, and it lets you know that you're getting their attention, and you make it pick up a follow-up bait like the traditional shaky head or a crawl bait or Cinco or something like that, and catch them. And another bait that I have over here that we use a lot is another big swim bait. This is a bait out of California called an osprey, and I've rigged this thing up with no hook. And the reason I do that is a lot of times the fish may be in a lay down or up under a tree or something like that, and with a hook on this bait you can't get it up in there without getting hung. So I just fish it, basically I'll just tie a swivel through the I run the line through the eye and down through the body of the bait, and just tie a swivel on it so I can fish it up under the cover around a tree, and I'm just using the bait just to fire the fish up, that's all. I'm not really trying to catch him on it. And a lot of times they'll start hitting this thing and I know I can pick up another bait and throw in there and catch them. But these are two great baits that you can use, that you can add to your arsenal. There's many other baits that they use as far as swim baits, like the Berkeley hollow bellies and the money minnows, or any of these big baits, bulky baits like this really get their attention. So if you guys add this to your arsenal, I think you'll have a lot of success.